Well, we've made it down to the workbench here. And it took me a little while to get here because I had to finish assembling and priming 3 different kits or 3 different models. I have 2 Razor Crest AMT kits and I have a B17. Okay, what do they have in common? Well, what we're doing is we are testing different metallic finishes on these models. So we're going to spray these 3 models with 3 different metallics and see how they look compared to each other. I'm curious. A lot of people ask me about metallic paint and how to apply it and do it. I don't do it often because it's very difficult. This is a process where you have to be really clean. You have to have your model finished really, really well. In other words, no scratches, no seams, no dents. It has to be pristine because when you spray metallic on the model, every little flaw will show up. So the 3 different paints that I'm using are AKI's Extreme Metal. Obviously this is Marilyn Monroe's favorite metallic finish. I don't know, it's a great brochure. We're going to do AKI, we're going to do Alclad, and I'm going to use this chrome spray from Revell. Now you say, okay, rattle can, how good can that be? This has gotten really good reviews, so let's take a look. So there are the 3 different finishes. When I start, the first step will be to put a black undercoat on the models. Why? Polished aluminum and chrome are reflective paints and they need a black base underneath, a solid black base to reflect light well. So we're going to do the black undercoats from each company. In other words, I'm going to use AKI's black, it says black base, okay, that's 471. I'm going to use the Alclad black base, which is number 305. That's the Alclad black base. And then I'm going to use Tamiya's Lacquer Black for an undercoat on the Revell paint, because their paints are a lacquer-based paint. So we'll use the Tamiya lacquer underneath the Revell chrome. I also have a model over here, you might have noticed, the P51. That was painted with standard Tamiya aluminum. This is bare metal silver. That's number AS12. So the P51 is Tamiya. We'll do the other 3 and the other 3 manufacturers, and then we'll look at the finishes compared to each other. Now, I'm going to paint each one of these things black, and I'll, give you a little bit of that. Let's start with the black base colors, and we'll do them one at a time. I figured I would start with Alclad. We'll try their black base, see how it goes on. This is the one I get the most questions about, Alclad. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the AKI black base, and then we'll do the Tamiya lacquer for the Revell chrome spray. So, a couple of reminders. Make sure that when you spray this stuff, your booth is super clean. I cleaned mine all out. I put new paper in it, new filter. I don't want any dust to get into this finish. It has to be perfect. These finishes, especially the black, the undercoat, has to be shiny. It has to be perfect so that you don't get any flaws showing when you put the metallic on it. Also, make sure that you wear protection. Wear a respirator whenever you spray anything. Wear a respirator. Use a spray booth. Vent. Make sure you got airflow. Also, use rubber gloves. Don't want to get it on your skin. And just take your time and be careful. And we'll get started now with spraying the black bases. cleared the first hurdle. We have a high gloss black base coat on all three models here. And like I said, the finish has to be really perfect. And when I did these, for some reason when I did the Alclad base coat, I got a lot of flecks and things on top of the paint job. So I went back and I wet sanded, put a second coat on, and it came out great. So not sure why I got little dust things on it, but really important to clean them off, sand it down. So I used the AKI, I used Tamiya, and instead of airbrushing the base coat, I figured since we're going to use the Revell spray can on this one, I went ahead and used Tamiya's gloss black lacquer in a spray can. So I figured this will be the spray can model, and it's the exact same paint, just in an aerosol can. And then this has the Alclad black. So next step will be to put on the polished aluminum finishes on each model, and I'm going to start that and we'll see how they come out.